I'm back.
That was weird.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you? That was
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Really weird.
I went in the same room I usually do, but you weren't there and I wasn't there, so we weren't. It was like cosmetic.
Yeah, it was like I was in one room, you were in another. Then we went back and here we are. How is everyone? I can see everyone's in the room. How are you all doing?
Hello.
Before we kick off, I'd like to do just very quickly a tech check. If you can just type the letter Y or the word yes to let us both know you can see us and you can hear us. And I've got a different glass today, Mitch. Sorry. I know.
Shocker. I spent an hour washing that one, so it would be right.
Well, the problem is all the glasses that I normally use, they're in the dish.
Nice.
And it's away.
Nice. Hey, Mark.
So I'm having to use this one today.
By the way, who are you and who am I?
Well, if you don't know who you are, Mitch, you've got to go and see a doctor, dude.
I've talked to you about this.
In all seriousness, welcome everyone. We're about to kick off. My name's Mark Davis. I'm the COO of UpViral. And I have spent amount of years running my own online businesses and working for online businesses. The biggest claim to fame, I've also ran 2 advertising agencies, and I used to have clients as Microsoft, Xbox, Corona, Coca-Cola, Nike, Adidas, small companies.
You mean Adidas?
Adidas, Adidas, whichever one you want to call it. Tomato. So that's me. So Mitch, tell everyone, because obviously you've got a challenge. You don't know who you are. Do you want to tell everyone who you are?
I do have trouble sometimes thinking about that, but a lot of people know me as Planet Mitch. I've been Planet Mitch for the last 12 years or so because I wanted a unique persona out on the web. And I've run blogs, I've done camera gear, I worked for Boeing for 32 years as a software developer, and now I am doing viral contests with a tool called UpViral. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Yeah, and don't forget, you have, while you've been using UpViral, created how many leads?
The official number is 257,411, I think, right now, but
not that you're actually counting. Not
that I'm counting, because actually, if I were really counting, I'd count all the leads that I've generated for clients in their own UpViral accounts, but exactly. I don't have access to that number anymore.
So anyway, that's enough about us.
Thank you.
We're not here to talk about us. We're here today. This show is brought to you by the letter C.
C
is for what? Canva.
Nice.
Mitch, do you want to? I'm going to pass this over to you now. Why don't you explain to the boys and girls that are in here, it's like Sesame Street, this show, what it's all about and how you're actually going. I'm going to actually maximize you, so I'll be down here. So I
maximize Mitch. Maximize Mitch.
Well, there we go.
For those of you who don't know, this is my friend Astro, by the way.
Yada. We've got an hour. Get to the point.
Canva. So this is the new Canva show. One of the main things that we wanted to talk about today was the fact that one of the most important parts of your campaign is your social sharing message. Not only the words, but the image. What?
And
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because it's ironic, isn't it? It's the most important thing. Yet it's the one that I would say 80%, maybe more, skip over. They don't bother with it. And when they do it, it's done really badly.
Well, thank you for that, Mark, because...
Not you. You obviously do it amazingly, and that's what you're going to share with people.
I like to think that I do, but like most of us, we still have a lot to learn. And what I constantly am doing is going out and looking out on the thing called an internet to see what other people are doing.
It'll never catch on.
It'll never catch on. I know. Anyway, So what I have today is I'm going to show you some really bad examples. Thank you for teeing that off, because I've got several that I think are really bad. And the funny thing is that some of them are from fairly big brands that they don't always think about what they're doing either, which is kind of shocking. And then I'm going to show you some good ones. But first, we're going to start off talking about Canva, because Canva is an awesome tool to generate social sharing images. Now, why is this so important? And why do people gloss over it? Because they don't necessarily think they understand maybe the things that's going on. But one of the golden aspects of UpViral is that you are asking other people to share your campaign for you, right? You're giving them the opportunity on the sharing page to share your campaign. And the functions that are inside of UpViral for doing sharing on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all these kind of social media services has to have an image. It has to have text to go with that. I'm going to focus primarily on the image today, because it appears to me that a lot of people don't understand that the image is, like you just said, one of the most important pieces of the campaign, especially when you're sharing. All right. So,
okay,
what has UpViral done to supplement that? Well, let's go over to.
Well, it's actually while you're adjusting and displaying your screen, what we've done is we've tried to make it easier, simpler, and faster, because the roadblock that we discovered was that when people came to this section, it was like, it says load an image, and they go, oh, I've got to create an image. And we then get into things like, I haven't got the skill set, I haven't got this, and people just jumped over it. And it meant that for a lot of people, the campaigns just weren't popping and having the success they had. So we thought, hang on, how can we solve this and remove the roadblock and make it easier for people? And this is what we did.
Now, what I've done is I've gone into the campaign that we were building earlier when we built an entire campaign for Lillian. Do you remember that one, Mark?
I do, yeah.
Would you mind doing something, because I don't remember how to do it, but would you move me and you over to the other side, please?
Yeah, no worries.
Technical important details, but
boom. Boom.
Boom, thank you. Inside of UpViral, there is this now really cool function called Design on Canva. So what we're talking about again is this social sharing message. So I'm under social appearance. For those of you who might be trying to follow along, you go into your campaign setup and you go to social appearance. And usually what you do is you click on the upload button to upload an image that you've designed somewhere. And what UpViral has done is added this new Design on Canva feature. So when you click that, guess what it does? It goes to Canva.
Hang on. Let's just point out, because I can see the questions coming in. I can see people hitting the keyboards. If you are not logged into a Canva account, or you don't have a Canva account, no worries, because when you come here and you're not logged in through UpViral, it'll ask you to log in.
Right.
Okay, so you can log in. If you've never got an account, it's free. You can have a free account. It's permanently free. You can open an account from within the UpViral dashboard as well. So you can log in or you can create a new one. It's free to use, and Canva is $1 billion organization. So just wanted to make that clear, so it's easy to create one.
Thank you. And that's a very important part. What it does, what UpViral has done once you're logged in, and I am logged in, so I appreciate you mentioning that piece, it sends you into the design and image segment. Devin just asked, can we add videos? No, videos are not something that Facebook and social media allow you to share through their API. So images only, Devin. Think images. Don't think animated GIFs. Don't think videos, talking images. And that's actually going to be important, because one of the things that Canva will show you is some animated images over here on the left-hand side. But let me tell you that what UpViral has done when they brought you here is that they've done a search. Notice up here in the upper right-hand corner, it says Facebook ad. So what they've done is sent you into the templates, and that templates are over here on the left-hand side, that match that size. Now that size is important because that's 1200 by 628.
And they change it all the time. So whenever it's changed and Canva update, it's also automatically updated in here, because this is a straight connection into Canva. So you don't have to go searching for anything. It's served up for you.
Nice. And I think that's awesome, especially since we're going to look at, when we start looking at some bad examples, we're going to see how people have used the incorrect image sizes in their campaigns, and therefore it doesn't look very good. So on the left,
it's unfortunate, because some people will probably, why have you done this? The unfortunate thing is people do judge a book by the cover.
Yes.
So having a really good image does work, and this is one of the things that we're going to be doing over the next few shows. We're going to be not necessarily one after each other, but we now are going to be able to show you how to put really great images in there, how we can start using the Canva tool to create things for you. So to make, this is not just a one-off thing we're doing today. We're going to do lots more of this. So not only are we going to be doing campaign teardowns, but we're going to be doing these teardowns. We're going to be showing, hey, this is a great viral image. Why did this work for this campaign? We're going to really start going into deeper things within the Copilot show for you because of this as well.
And it's because it's so critical. I cannot tell you how important this is. The first thing, obviously, you want to have a great offer. But if you're not telling people about the offer in a great way, they're going to skip right on by. So again, what UpViral's done is done a Facebook ad search. So all of these templates that appear on the left-hand side are the proper sizes. Now, if you want to, you could go start doing a search. Now, I will tell you that today, Canva doesn't have some really cool contest-style templates. There may be some things coming down the road, somewhere down the road, where you could get other templates, but that's a whole nother topic. Now,
you'll be surprised.
So there's a lot of different things that you can choose from. And as you scroll, you'll see that the little scrolling bar ticks down or ticks up again because it's loaded some additional samples. So you can find gobs and gobs of images and templates to start with that might fit your particular style. The cool thing about this, go ahead, Mark.
Just pick, don't pick the video one, whatever you do.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I rolled over this one. You'll see up here in the upper left corner is that has a little play symbol. So this is a video, and I don't know, I haven't talked to Benjamin about this yet, but I don't know if it's possible to eliminate those from the search. It would be kind of nice, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
So
Just pick one. Let's go up a bit. There was one up there with a fishing rod, which that'll do. That'll do nicely.
Fishing rod.
There you go, fishing rods. So we've got a fishing rod business. There you go.
All right. So this is really simple. And we're going to, again, talk about a whole lot of different things that you may want to do inside your sharing image. But let's just say we're going to put in... I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to bring it back down here, and I'm going to come over to text, and I'm going to add a heading, and I'm going to drag this. So I'm just trying to show you how easy this is to do, right? And that heading is currently black. So I'm going to select it all. I'm going to make it be, let's say I'm going to make it red, and I'm just going to select a text that says, when a new rod, whatever, right? And I'm going to select it again, and I'm going to make it even bigger. I want people to see this. That's not big enough. Let's go bigger. I'm not intending to be a designer expert here.
No, no shit.
But I'm trying to give you an idea. Be nice, Mark.
I'm having a joke. You got to have a laugh while we do these, Mitch.
So there you go.
There you go.
Quickly create an image. Changed a little bit of text. Again, I'm not going to try to make it fancy and pretty and perfect. But all I have to do now, once I've got it looking the way I want, is click the publish
drum
button.
roll, drum roll.
Preparing your design essential aspect, and then quote, but bango, look at that. Image successfully added, UpViral says. Thank you very much.
And instantly saved there as well.
Inside of UpViral.
Now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, wow, we've got an image. What if we wanted to change it? Yes, you can go back in and would to click on design on Canva again. See that image?
I'm here. You're breaking up, Mark. Mark is breaking up. Mark is freezing. Hopefully Mark comes back to us soon. I'm going to assume you guys can still hear me because I know his internet connection isn't exactly the best. Can we add the link on the text? Devin asks. No, this is simply a social sharing image for the click on in Facebook, right? Peter. So good. Gregory says I'm loud and clear. We're just going. Mark's gone. All right. One of the keys here, however, that Mark has just said that we can click on and go back and change it. Unfortunately, and I've talked to Ben a little bit about this, and I'm not sure it's possible. The template is still here, but it is not saving your changes into your account when you do that publish button. I would love to see that work differently. They've just implemented this, so I don't know if it's totally possible. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mitch.
You're back.
I don't know what's going on, but there's two of you in the room now.
Are there really?
Can you just?
I'm only seeing one of me on the preview.
Make everyone full size, please, because I can't see your screen. Everything went pear-shaped.
Yes, it did. So let me turn screen share off. And I am here. Let's see. I don't remember.
You need to mouse over me, and also make me an administrator again.
I apologize. Oh, if I do that.
There we go.
I am not a Webinar Jam expert, folks.
No worries. We've lost all the chat as well, by the looks of it.
Mark, no offense, but you left. I've been.
I know. I don't. I'm talking away, and I'm like, hang on. It just went glunk. Anyway, carry on.
So yes, I still see all the chat. I still see all the questions.
Cool.
Let's answer a couple. Peter asks, "Can you use scrolling images?" No, the Facebook and Twitter and these guys. Their API is really basic. They only allow you. This is not an UpViral problem. This is a Facebook and Twitter and everybody else problem that they only allow a static image. You can't do animated GIFs. You can't do videos. You can't do scrolling this and that, right? So
this is share. This is not an ad. This is a share.
Right.
Okay, and that's the reason why.
And that's a very key point that I wanted to make at some point. But since you brought it up, ding for you. This is not an ad. This does not mean that you are required to live with the 20% text rule of a Facebook ad. You saw when I did the image, I did it really big text. This is not an ad. This is the joy of this process is you don't have to worry about those problems with the 20% text. Gregory says, whoa, just like that, I threw Photoshop out the window. Nice.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, Canva is free. So,
Yes.
you know, and it is really good. You're going to get everything that you need to do it. Now, it took us 2 months to get, maybe even longer actually, to get this connection with Canva. I mean, literally, we had to nag, pester. In the end, they gave us the connection to it, because it was like, when we applied, okay, can you please tell us how many, quote, hundreds of thousands of people are going to use it via you? And it's like, okay. You've got to realize Canva is a $1 billion unique dollar unicorn. It is massive. So then their priority to give these out, not everyone gets them. So we're very fortunate in getting this.
I was not aware of that.
No. It is. I'm not. I need to be very careful, but I don't think any of our competition do this. I don't think anyone in our niche does this. Now, can you share your screen? Because I also want to point a few things out to people as well, Mitch, because I'm not sure whether you've done this. Have you also showed them that I know we've done the Facebook, but what about the Twitter?
You were gone for so long. I got to show the entire thing. The show is over, Mark.
Oh, right.
So let me get out of here. I'm going to click the X, and I'm going to go to Twitter, and I'm going to do design on Canva. So now it has done a search. Are you still there?
I am.
Okay. It has done a search for the Twitter sizes. And now you can go through and pick a different image if you want. Now, the joy of this is that you are definitely logged in into your Canva. I was trying to say Twitter account. Into your Canva. And you can go back to all of your designs and you see all of the stuff that you have done before. So you get to see some of I have not used Canva very much, so don't be poking about these things. But if you have a saved design, you can come in and use those as well. So I did this one the other day.
And don't forget, guys, you don't need a Canva paid account to do this.
Correct.
A free account, and we're both using free accounts, so you don't need a paid account to do this. The free version is what you're seeing here.
And so if you do, for example, you could pick a Twitter-sized post. What I honestly
can you just pick something for me, please, and just make an edit to it, because I just want to show people something from your. Okay. Now I can't see from here, but when you're in Canva, once you've made it, you can actually download it. Are we able to download it from here? Can you just click on the 3 dots? Just so we can see some of the tools. Are we able to download from inside here? I don't think we can. I think this is, just to let you know, the Canva connection is really basic, okay? So some of the things that you usually do inside Canva may not be there, and they're always updating it, okay?
Right. And I frankly have not been able to find a save like you were just asking. I would love to be able to do that, but I have not managed to figure that out. But go ahead.
Some questions here. Toby said, can you upload an icon image from your PC here? Yes, you can. If you go over to the upload section on the left-hand side. Top.
Where'd it go? Top.
There we go. You can upload.
Right.
There's your library, and you see the upload button. Click that. I think it will then allow you to upload, so you can upload assets as well. There you go. Boom.
So yes, I don't know that what I would necessarily pick. I wasn't planning on this, but you can. No,
you're just answering the question. So yes, the answer to Toby is you can.
The other thing, Toby, that you can do is simply drag an image from your desktop. I did that earlier today. You can just drag an image on, and bang, you've got it. You don't even have to do the upload.
Can you just click on publish for me, please?
Sure.
Just want to test something.
Happy birthday, Mark.
It's not my birthday.
Oh, darn. So yes,
No,
I have uploaded that.
sometimes when you click publish, Canva has the upload that it says we're preparing your image.
Right.
Some used to be a download button there that you can download it, but that isn't there.
So now I have two different images, right? They are not the same.
Mm.
Now, just between you and me, what I have often done was just use the same image between Facebook and Twitter, and Twitter seems to be okay with the Facebook size most of the time. Now, I keep wanting to tell Ben this number. I suggest you double it. I do 1200 by 628, which is the size that you guys are doing a search for. So, at one point, we're going to change this, because the 600 by 314 looks a little pixelated in some cases. That's a side topic. But yes, you can absolutely do that.
So do you want to start? I mean, we've got some questions here.
Oh, sure.
There was someone, Lauren was saying, hang on, where is it? Someone was, is it possible to save and download the Canva templates after publishing them? Well, we've gone over that. I don't know why that is a question. I saw a question before where someone was saying best practices for putting an image together. That's
Lauren. Yeah. So we're going to get to that.
Do you want to get to that now? Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So what I have over here, I'm still showing my desktop, right? In preview, I have some, I'm going to make this full screen. These are some images that I think are fairly decent. Some of them are mine. Some of them are not mine. Campaigns that I've done before. Now, these are really looking kind of large, right, on this screen, but that's all right. Imagine doing your Facebook scroll, right, and seeing whether this image grabs you. Now, in this particular case, this one, to start, has most of the things that I really like. It says in big, bold letters, enter to win up here in the corner. It describes what the prize is. It shows a photo of what the prize is, and it shows the prize in use with a human. Anytime you can show an image of the product in use, people can picture themselves there, right? Paul says, does that still fit the 20% text rule? Paul, I said it before. We do not care about the 20% text rule with Facebook, because this is not an ad. This is an image in the social share. And we're going to see plenty of examples where we don't care about the size of the text. But this is showing the product in use. This happens to be a microphone kit, right? It's on her. She's got a microphone. People can feel themselves inside this going, oh, I want that, right? Big bold letters, enter to win. Let's go on to another one. This one was Rocket Rooster. Says giveaway on here. Shows a before and an after. This was a software product. Here's one that is a light meter. 2 chances to win. This is really big, bold text, and it says enter now.
There is something else, and we will be having people say this. Great images, but where can I get free images that look really cool? And we're going to answer that as well. Show you a few places where you can get some really awesome photographs. You don't have to pay 1 cent.
What?
Okay.
All right. Yes. This is one I did for a client that was giving away wall art. I really liked this one because it showed a picture of a couch, somebody's living room with their wall art on it. It says enter now. There's a value listed here so people can see what it's worth, right? Win this wall art. Now, this kind of stuff is, you got to imagine, again, people scrolling on Facebook, right, with their finger, or they're on their desktop, and you want to grab them. This kind of thing, in my opinion, grabs people. Here's another one, 2 chances to win. Big, bold, red letters on white text. It's got the picture of the prize. Total value is listed. Enter now.
The route, I love that. See, this to me is a classic
Yes.
because it's got everything. It's got the image. It's a colorful image. When you see that, bang, it's going to, whoa, stop you. You can see the image being used. You can basically see the size of it. You can see what it is, says exactly what it is, and also gives you the price value. Boom.
And it looks easy to use, doesn't it?
Mm.
Right? I want
that.
Win a safari, 6-night luxury safari worth up to $12,000. Now, I already.
If you want,
Go
there's
ahead.
something really interesting that's going on here, and I would encourage people. I actually think there's a training where we've done before, and the rule of thumb here is that whenever you're doing one of these, you'll see that there's basically it's headline writing, and you just chop it up. It's headline writing. So you've got to enter to win. And what is it? You know, short, snappy headline, value, worth, and also something really interesting. I have been preaching this for over 20 years now. If you want to know how to put these sort of things together, you have to watch infomercials. Become addicted to the info. Wherever 15-minute infomercials are living in your country, record them, watch them. You will learn so much, because as the infomercial goes on, there's always 2 or 3 points in the infomercial where they stop demonstrating, and then they'll have a static image showing, and you can win this, you can get this, you get this, and there'll be images there, and you'll see how they put, because these guys know it is a science to putting an infomercial together. I know, I've done them. And if you watch these things and record them, yes, I am that kind of geek. I record infomercials. You will learn so much. I know. I have got a drawer. And another thing I have in my office upstairs, I have boxes of junk mail. I'm the guy who never throws junk mail away. I keep everything. Because again, junk mail is a static, and you've got to remember that junk mail, most companies pay a small fortune to an advertising agency to design them, and then they come around and they give you them free of charge. So your ideas come to you on a daily basis through the letterbox. Don't throw your junk mail away, because even though it's not relevant to your product, it teaches you a great deal, and keep them as a source point. So you can look through. That's a great
idea.
I've got tons of it, dude. I mean, my last girlfriend thought there was something seriously wrong with me. Said, why do you keep this nonsense? I said, well, you'd be surprised. There are 2 or 3 pieces. I pulled one piece out. I said, do you see this? She said, yeah. This created over 300,000 in sales from one email. I just went, okay.
Nice.
So there you go. So there's a tip for you. Save your junk mail.
And I think that's fascinating, because I do actually look at the mail that comes in, the value packs of postcards and all that kind of stuff. So that's a great tip. Thank you for that.
No worries.
This one had multiple prizes. So the client created this one. I did not. Bless their hearts. They did a really good job on this one. This is one I found on the internet, and what I was doing was grabbing some images with the text, and you'll see when we get to the bad examples, because I do think it's, we're starting with the good ones, but when you see the bad ones, once you've seen these, you're going to go, oh my gosh, how is that even possible that they did that? So this one, Galaxy Note giveaway. It shows an image of the phone, although it's a little kind of crazy, like it's breaking up or something. I don't know. But it's got the enter now. It's got the giveaway. The title down here explains win a Galaxy Note. It's good stuff. This one is enter to win for a chance for a free set of tires. The image is there. Now, it's not in use, obviously. But this is a great image. As you're scrolling, you go, oh, I need tires. Oh, look, they're free. And you would click on that.
Tires are expensive, dude. They are expensive.
Yes.
I remember once. I won't say what the car was, but it was not your average run of the mill, and it went very fast. And I went in and he said, "Oh, you need a new tire?" I said, "Okay." And he told me how much. I said, "What, is that for one or all? Is that for all of them?" He said, "No, that's just for one. Oh, and by the way, because of the type of car, you have to change all of them. You can't just change one."
Nice.
And it was thousands of dollars.
Yikes. Nice. So, by the way, Peter asked the question, if this is not an ad, then how do you leverage to get their information? Now, maybe I didn't really explain. This is in the process, right? If you're not 100% familiar with UpViral, this is the process where the user is entered and registered for the campaign. They're on the sharing page, and on the sharing page, we're asking them to share on social media. So this would go on somebody's personal timeline, most likely when they share to Facebook. So again, it's Betty Lou signed up for a contest to win free tires, and she is trying to get extra bonus points, bonus chances to win by sharing this image socially. So it's on social media, and that's why you have to grab their attention. But again, it doesn't have to apply the 20% text rule because it's not an ad. You were not paying for this to be posted. All right, so let's just go through a couple of more quickies on the good side. LB e-bike giveaway. Were you going to say something?
No, it's a nice one. That's quite considering what happened to what's the guy? The X Factor, not the X Factor. Yeah, is it X Factor? Simon Cowell fell off his bike, didn't he, and broke his back.
I don't know. I hadn't heard that.
Oh God, yeah, he broke his back. He nearly paralyzed himself to be in a wheelchair. It's just come out. So, mind you, his bike was a $25,000 electric bike.
Oh my gosh!
I know, dude, $25,000 just to take your backside from there to there. Anyway.
And get exercise.
No, it's an electric bike, so there's no exercise.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I do find this funny because down here in the lower corner, and when I grabbed it, it says prize color is black. You can't really see it. But I'm like, wait a minute. They're giving away a black bike, but they show a white image. And then and that's not the last one. This one I really like because it says, enter for a chance to win a Nest Learning Thermostat. There it is right there. If you're familiar with Nest, you know what that image is when you see it, and you're going to stop as you're scrolling. Now, there are going to be a lot of people that don't know.
The only thing I've noticed on some of these, it doesn't show the value of what it is. Yeah. Which is a shame, really. But there you go.
Yes, it is. And I do encourage people to show the value. Absolutely. This one I got a kick out of because it's fun, right? Part of it is, I think, when you can show some fun and engagement, that's what we're after, right?
Most ads that work, actually, it's been scientifically proven. If you can put a smile on someone's face, bang, you get them.
Peter, yes, if it's posted on the timeline, there is a button, a link that gets people back to the campaign. That's the entire purpose of UpViral. Absolutely. So I'm going to move along because I know we're starting to run out of time. I put this one in the good category, but notice that the top of it is cut off. So they did not do the sizing properly on this one. It has a date, so you know when it's applicable, you know what the product is. I suspect there's probably some text underneath here that got cut off. But it's at least talking big words, August giveaway. You see what the offer is. Then it says down here, 3 lucky winners will receive blah, blah, blah. This one, I wanted to show you this one. This one's a good one because they've crammed a lot of information in here. So it still grabs you because it's colorful. I don't know what the big green egg is. I think it's a cooker. I mean, it has a thermometer on the top. I think it's a way to cook. But you're also, their bottle's green, so the two things connect, mix it up with summer, you know, all this kind of stuff. They're doing a good job of explaining what to do. The other thing that I didn't like about this is that you shouldn't have to put this URL on your image
You
to
should
get people
never
to show up.
You should never put it on. Not shouldn't ever. You should never put that on, because it just makes people jump over it. They don't click. They'll just open the browser and go blah 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 blah.
Especially considering we're doing referrals and people getting credit and stuff.
Defo.
Art says the green egg is a great smoker. Megan says it's a smoker. So great.
I used to smoke 20. I used to smoke 20 Marlboro Reds a day. So
I think it's a different kind of smoker.
Okay.
This one is obvious. Enter to win a Warmies product. I don't know. It's right here. All right.
We get to the bad, because
yes, let's jump over to the bad stuff.
There's a lot of questions here that I want to get to as quick as we can as well.
I thought I had the big size. So here's one that says Hawaiian brand snacks luau now giveaways. I assume that this says luau above there, but now it just says now giveaway. Okay, now giveaway what?
Can't even see the product.
Right. And if you did click through, it was a much bigger image that had the potato chips and all that kind of stuff. People, pay attention to what your image looks like. Here's another one. This is the entire image. I have grabbed these images off of the Facebook sharing.
What is it they're giving away?
That's a great question, isn't it?
No, is it the box, or is it the solar panel, or is it the pixie dust?
10 winners get pixie dust. They're giving away
supply. It says food supply.
Right. If you look down here, enter to win a solar power generator. That's this one. Okay.
Is it?
Or a 60-day food supply. But they don't even tell you that down here, right? They don't tell you anything. It's bad.
Yeah. It's awful.
It gets worse, Mark. It gets worse.
Oh, does it?
Now this one's not too bad, because it does say enter to win back to school. But this entire image is cut off. It's sponsored by Target. You barely got the Target logo in here. Anyway, this is win a Peloton, right? Everybody knows what a Peloton is, but why is the woman's head cut off?
Well, I could probably guess, but they probably are looking to put that. I don't see that as a big issue, but it is not good. If you have a face in it, there's an old saying, eyes and teeth, eyes and teeth, eyes and teeth, smile, eyes and teeth, always have it. They're probably trying to focus on the product a little bit more, but everyone knows what a Peloton is.
Yes.
So it doesn't. They could zoom it out and have the whole of the person quite easily there, because it says win a Peloton.
In this particular case, however, Mark, when you did click through, the entire image was there, and up at the top, it did say win a Peloton. So they have done the poor job of not checking their social image when they posted it. Now, oh, by the way, their offer is really this coffee. Oops, sorry. They're offering coffee. I keep hitting the wrong button. Why are you giving away a Peloton if you're trying to sell coffee? Okay, so that confuses me. All right. But the image itself also doesn't say win, enter now, win this $2,000, $3,000 Peloton. They're relying on the text below that to do any of their work.
Maybe if you have a bootload of coffee, you get on your Peloton and just... Could be that.
Here's another one that's not too bad, but there is no text on the image. There is nothing that is, as you're scrolling...
See... When I see that image, I think I'm going in to win a kitchen, not the floor.
Well, but all right, imagine, Mark, that you don't even see this part at the bottom. All you see is the image. What do you think as you're scrolling Facebook?
It's just someone's took a photograph of the kitchen.
Or it's an ad for a kitchen or a remodel, or...
No call to action, doesn't say what it is, got no price on it.
Exactly. The image has got to stop you cold dead. It's got to say that this is a contest or giveaway, what the value is, all those things we talked about before. This one I absolutely love. We're starting to get into the really bad stuff. Now, again, pretend you don't even see that text at the bottom, right? This is the image that you see. What is that?
A desk?
What is it?
A wall? Pink paint? I've got a clue.
One last step to enter for your chance to win a $5,000 Apple prize pack. Now I can finally sort of see that I'm going to win some Apple stuff. But I had to sit and read. Chance to win is towards the end. I don't understand why people do this and expect their campaign to work.
You see, you could. The image is not too bad, but what's missing is the text on the image. I mean,
exactly.
if we were to find an image like that in sort of like Unsplash, which is where, by the way, unsplash.com, if you go there, they've got free images, photographs, thousands and thousands of high quality. You can get an image like that, pull it into Canva, and then put inside there, quite simply, last chance to win a $5,000. That would work. It's just for about 2 minutes worth of extra work, that could have been made to really rock.
Exactly. I mean, especially since you got this section up here that has nothing in it. Put some text in here that says, enter to win $5,000 in Apple products.
Well, have you got that image loose there so that you just show people, zip it into one of the things, show what you could do, upload it. Do it now in Canva, just to show it.
Is it okay if I have that,
well,
but I have another one?
I think we've gone through enough, and we've got less than 15 minutes now. So, and there is also questions. So,
if I may, Mark, I took this image and I created an image in Canva.
Let's do that then.
So I did exactly what you were talking about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to my Canva. I'm going to go to all my designs. And so what I did was I created this in maybe 5 minutes. I took their image. I don't know if that's the real brand name, Recycled, but imagine that's the brand name. Big, bold, red letter says win. Coordinated towels and bath mat from our luxury spa collection, which is what it says down here. Okay, so I used their words, took their image, and I think this is a much better thing that would stop people cold as they were scrolling.
So there you go, guys. Let's go into Q&A mode, because there's also we've got a little exercise. We've got a little competition for everyone as well.
Good point.
So before we go anywhere, before we answer the questions in the chat, do you want to explain, Mitch, the competition that we're going to be running and inside the Facebook group? Explain that, Mitch, very quickly.
Oh, sure. Put me on the spot. This was your idea.
I know it was my idea, but you don't have a dog and bark yourself, mate.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create a post inside the UpViral group, and we're going to ask you to create or share your best social sharing image, and
using the Canva interface.
Yes.
And then post them inside there. Mitch is going to set up the post, and then he's going to invite you to put your, anyone you pick, just to do a screen grab, post it, and put your name in that inside there. And then during the week, we're going to monitor them. And then live next week, we're going to give prezzies away. We're going to give gifts and all sorts of stuff. We're going to do that next week, okay?
Right.
So your homework, you don't have to do it today, but over the next week, you can start putting it. Oh, I did this inside UpViral using Canva. What do you think? And we will pick a handful. I don't know how many, but we will pick the ones we think are really cool, funny, funky, whatever it may well be. Okay.
Right.
So let's go into Q&A mode. We've got 10 minutes, Mitch. Do you want to pick up?
Well, I appreciate Johan is listing a whole bunch of free resources like you did before.
Excellent. Well done, Johan.
There, Unsplash is obviously one. Pixabay is another one. Pexels, Pexels. I always spell it wrong. It's not pixels, it's Pexels. And I'm saying them out loud because the people that are watching this on replay will never see the list that Johan's just done. So maybe Johan could add those later on, or we could add them to the bottom.
Add them, mention them in the Facebook group. There you go.
Right. There you go. Can I use my own image, or must it come from Canva? Jury asks. Absolutely, you can use your own images. Absolutely. Canva does have some free images. They also have some paid images if you are in their paid mode. I think you can actually just like pay for them without buying it or getting a full.
To be honest, there's so many places where you can get good quality images. You should never have to pay for an image, really, to be honest, these days.
Tubi asks, is there a link to join the Facebook group inside of UpViral? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think there is. There could be. All you have to do is
there will be.
Just go to Facebook and search for UpViral. It's the very first one. It says official something or other, blah, blah, blah. That's the name of the group. Is there a way to create a campaign in such a way that all the leads and the contest participants are plumbers? Okay. Ari, that's a great question. It has to do with the way you create your landing page, your lead page, and your targeting. You can target people in Facebook if you're doing a Facebook ad, but you got to remember that the sharing image, like we just talked about, is going to be spread far and wide. So the targeting goes out the window, which is why we talk about the image and the offer being exactly something that those people that are your perfect avatar, the plumbers of the world, have to see that image, have to go, holy cow, I want that, and come to your campaign. So there's a combination of things that you're doing with the lead page and the social sharing image where you are targeting in without the Facebook ads interface to get your perfect people. I thought I felt you wanting to say something else there.
I just posted the link to everyone to the UpViral group inside Facebook. So
now, Kathy asked this question. We talked about it earlier.
What? Before I forget, someone was asking, where do we find the replays of this? Well, the replays are in several places. They're in the Facebook group. They're in the Learning Center inside UpViral. I think they're also in the UpViral YouTube channel. So that's where you find all the replays of these. Okay, guys? Sorry about that, Mitch. Carry on.
Nope, not a problem, because it's important, because that question is asked every time.
Yeah.
Kathy, I want to reiterate this because maybe you missed it earlier. These are not ad images. You are not stuck to the Facebook 20% or 30% text rule. These are social sharing images, just like you created a Facebook post on your timeline. You don't have to worry about the amount of text in the I said it. Sorry. You don't have to worry about the amount of text in the image. It is not an advertisement. Quick note, Steve says, if you get a free Canva account, you can design there and import through the folders. And I didn't quite get there. I was going to potentially demonstrate that. But yes, if you have your free Canva account, you can go into the folders. You can build your design there. And then you can come into UpViral, click on the Use Canva, bring that image in.
I just want to ask a few people, because we're just coming up to the top of the hour. Can you, I just want to just give me a yes or a why. How many of you have been through what we call our viral challenge? How many of you have been on the viral challenge? Give me a yes. Type the letter yes or the word Y if you've been on the viral challenge. Just give me an update while they're doing that. Mark, when click on your Facebook link, I get this message. Sorry, this content isn't available right now. I don't know why that is. Okay,
can I mention one other thing, Mark?
Yeah,
Travis asked a question. When we have noticed when we upload our image for the background. Now, okay, we're not talking about the background. Let's talk about the Canva thing. Sometimes you need to go to the Facebook image debugger. Now, I've talked about this in multiple times. So I'm talking about the sharing image. Let's suppose you create a sharing image today, and then you decide to change it a week from now. Facebook does what they call caching. They save your image for your campaign, and even though you may switch it in UpViral, they have the old one cached. So look for the Facebook debugger. It's all over the internet. You can do a Google search. Put your URL in the debugger and click on the scrape again button. You may have to do it 2 or 3 times, but it will bring in the new image from UpViral.
Okay, it looks like we've had some people have been through the viral challenge, but a lot have not. I'm going to highly recommend you keep an eye on your inbox, because we have a viral challenge coming up on the 17th. So I don't normally red flag things and say, have a look at this. But the reason is I've noticed that a few people, they're asking questions. And when I look at some questions, it almost says to me, I need help. Some questions, it's like, you should know the answer to that. So I really want to encourage you to look out for any emails that we shoot out to you over the next few days, because the next viral challenge starts on the 17th, which Mitch is part of and hosts the weekly Thursday call for that. So if you really want to get into and kickstart your program and learn some real kick-ass skills, look out for the viral challenge emails that are coming your way. We get massive results, guys. So anyway.
Yes. Nice side topic. Heike is here, by the way. Hi, Heike.
So Mitch, we're coming up. We've got about 3 minutes before we go. There are some other questions inside here, some of which are quite complicated. What we're going to do is we'll keep a note of these and we'll spin round to these next week. But just so you know, Mitch, I am away next week.
Well, it's also week 16, by the way, Mark, which means it's Q&A week.
Oh, well,
every 4 weeks. It's Q&A week.
Yeah. So I'm having a holiday next week. My God,
yay!
My doctor said to me a couple of weeks ago, Mark, when was the last time you had a holiday? And I thought, 2 years ago. Oh, where did you go? Hospital.
Nice. That's a great vacation, Mark.
Hey, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, it was absolutely fantastic, dude. Had my gallbladder removed.
And you had service. People served you. They brought you food. Such luxury.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
Cool. So I will be up next week. No.
All right.
Okay. Any other questions that we have here?
Ari says, can you create a contest which we embed a YouTube video at the top? Yes. Can you ask questions on the form? Yes. All kinds of cool stuff you can do with UpViral. It's one of the best tools on the planet, if I say so myself, and I'm not going to say that.
And don't forget, everyone, Mitch will be putting in a post. As soon as he's done it, the competition is going to be, we want you to go into UpViral, create your social sharing image using the Canva tool, an integration that we've got there. Take a screen grab of it and then post it inside the group, and we will be picking winners live next week. It's Prezzy's time next week. Mitch will be doing that himself. Yeah, lots and lots of prizes.
You've got to please Mitch in order to win.
Exactly. I will not influence the winner at all. Okay, then. Is there any quick question that you've seen there, Mitch, that you think?
I have not.
Let me see if I can see something.
Megan, okay, I saw your question. I will contact you about helping you figure out how to do your campaign.
Cool. Also, by the way, everyone, just so you know, Mitch is starting to do regular live, what would we call them? Live sessions inside the face. What would you call those things that you do, Mitch?
It's the quick answer kind of thing. When I see some questions in the UpViral group, sometimes you can go through type, and not necessarily communicate well. So what I've done is batch them up, answer them quickly. I do them live. There's no schedule, so you can't necessarily just pop in at a specific time. But it's so much easier, especially if I have to demonstrate something, to be able to just go in and show you how to do that. So,
but they're proving very popular, so look out for them, everyone. And we'll see you next week. Well, Mitch will see you next week. Don't forget the competition. You can watch the replay of this in the Facebook group. It'll be there tomorrow. It'll be in the Facebook group tomorrow. It'll be on the YouTube channel, and it'll be in the Learning Center inside UpViral as well. So don't forget, you can watch them there. Next week, we'll have the competition. We've also got a Q&A session. And who knows, we might have a guest appearance. And all sorts of sexy stuff as well. So look forward to next week. Have a great session next week, Mitch, because I won't be here. And take care, everyone. And Mitch, do you want to say goodbye first?
I'll say goodbye first, because it's better to be first than last.
Sure is.
Have a great holiday, Mark.
I will do. Thank you very much, Mitch. And thanks to everyone else who's actually said the same thing. I'm really looking forward to it. One thing I can guarantee, it's beautiful weather over in the UK where I am right now. I can guarantee that next week, it is going to rain cats and dogs, man.
Nice. Because
So take care, everyone. I'll be on holiday. So
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Have a great, and like you say, have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.